Hey guys, so today I'm gonna try to do this question over here. Oops, let me just end this and start it again. Odd or odd even linked list. So we're giving a head of a singly list. Group all the nodes with odd indices together, followed by the nodes with the even indices, and return the reordered list. The first node is considered odd, and the second node is considered even, and so on. Note that the relative order inside the both of the even and odd groups should be remain as the input, and we must solve the problem in O1 extra space with the complexity of ON time complexity. So then we have to do it in order and in place. So then if we look at here, we have even, odd, even, odd, even. So then even, odd, odd. And I actually have a notepad over here, but I'll draw it out instead. So then, are my thoughts about this. So then, if we have so then I think we just draw this as x's and o's, right? O, x, O, x, O. So then here we want to do O, 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 x, x. And right now they're pointing like this though. If they're pointing to each other like this, we need to get them to point to each other like this. So then our current one has to point to the current next, aka this one, and then our current next will point to, holy, I can't draw at all, but then this one will point to this one instead. This point into this one. But then the last one has to point to this one, right? Oh, I don't know if you can see me because of the thing. Because let's think about it. If we remove all of this, delete it. So then if we draw this again, so we have an x, or we can do O, X, O, X, O, because our current one is here, right? If we have a current port in here, because we need to do every other. So then if this one can point over here, then yes. And then if there's next, because this is current.next, this is current.next, or this is current.next, next, and then current next. Okay, so then this point over here, if we point something here, so then we do current dot next will equal this, next will equal this. So then this x is not pointing to anything. So then when we increment, right? Because if our current dot next equals current next, it will point to this, and then we'll point to this. Well, then we want this to point to this, but this to point to this, right? Let's look at it. Because if we have this, right, we have O, 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 X, X. O, 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 X, X. The question is, maybe if we have two pointers, right? If we have an odd pointer and an even pointer, because if we have an even here and an odd here, or it should be the other way around. So do a D pointer and an E pointer, because they'll look like it'll look bad anyway. So this would be an O, because if this will equal this dot next, and then we just set another pointer here so we remember where this pointer is, right? Because then once this links over here with this, and we move this to the very end, we know that we want to connect this pointer to here, all the way over here instead. And then this is actually here. Yeah, so then we need to create 3 pointers, I think. One for the start, one for the next one, one for the even, one for the odd, and then one to connect the very end. So then to do this, we can have a list node. The question is, do I want a dummy node? Or people say dummy nodes are helpful because it gets rid of the edge cases. So here, list node dummy, and then if the dummy node does not work, then that's my fault. And then we want to do list node. Do we have a tail? Do we really have a tail though? Maybe not. I don't think we need a dummy. List node even would be the head, and then list node odd would be the even.next. Okay. And then we want temp will equal odd. And we just have a list node pointing to the one before odd, so then we connect it much easier. Odd. Our temp. Our placeholder would be our odd pointer. Okay. And then what we need to be wary of is so while what? If say we're here, or say we're here and our next pointer is null. So if our even pointer is null, or let's say it cuts off here, so then we can't read next. So then while even dot next is null, is not equal to null pointer, and how about the odd? Say we're odd here and there's no here, so it's OXOX. If we're here, then our next pointer is a null, so then we want to stop, right? So then our next one would be if the odd dot next is not odd dot next is not equal null pointer either. Okay, let's think if there's any other conditions we have here. We just quickly get rid of this stuff here, because if we have OXOXO, we're gonna set the even one to the next, and then next. So then if the next one is null, then we know that it ends here. So it's only this. And then if this is null also, then we know it's just this, because our next one here. Well, I mean, I guess we're setting the x dot next equal to null instead. Do we need to ever check the one beside it? No, because this is always checking for it. So I guess we don't need to do that case. And then, okay. So now we're looping through both of them. Because now we're looping through both of them, we need to connect them now. So then we want our even. Our even next will equal, because our next pointer will equal even, odd dot next, technically. Next. I mean, if we do this, right? If we do this, then we need to also check that odd dot next is not. Because if odd is here and even is here, then yeah. And then we can set odd will dot next will equal odd next Mm-hmm. Because even is still the head. So then after we do this, we can call it quits. Okay, and then we have to go to even.next, and then even will equal even.next, and then odd will equal odd.next. Oh, and then this is the problem too, and odd and even.next does not equal null pointer. Okay, and then if we have this, let's think. Let's return the head to see if this works. And if it works, then that would be nice. Okay, so it does work. And then let me just quickly. Wait, what's happening to the head? The head is will be all the even numbers. So why is this 4 still in here? We can just do even.next to make sure. Next. Does that change anything? It should change something because I think because we're incrementing it. Oh, it did not change it at all. Let me see. Honestly, we can try to print out all the even ones too, and then even.next. We can just do svcl even value. No, just to and then return. Oh, whoa! Did not mean to do that. Only the one printed? Huh. Let's just trust the process, maybe? Okay, so then we know that here, we know right now our, and then we just need to do even.next. Even.next will equal the placeholder of odd. So then it will be placeholder. And we'll return even. I know, return placeholder. Placeholder will just connect that. Head.next. It's not next, but. Turn the head now. We can see that we change it to 1, 2, 3, 4. So the issue right now is we're moving. So then everything is good except here. We're not pointing our next. Even though next is not really pointing to here because something about our while statement is wrong. Because I think it's gonna be one of these two because it's gonna say that no. Oh, it's because even.next is gonna be a null pointer no matter. We do even.next. We're pointing at 3 or 5. No, we're not even pointing at 5 because here we go. Let's just get rid of this. Okay. we know that we're not doing anything wrong here. Even that next. Oh, is it because I'll put the 5's there. So why is the 5 there? The 5 is there because the 4 is pointing to it. So then, wait, what? Wait, let me think about this real quick. Okay. So our issue right now would be, so if we have this list right here, we have 1. So then even will be 1, and then the odd would be 2. So then even's gonna go to next. So then even will point at 3, and then odd will point at 4, and then 4 is still pointing at 5. So then 3 points at 2. Points at 2. And then 3 points to 2. So then our list is 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. Because there's no, we didn't sever the connection between 4 and 5, and 5. And then 3 doesn't point at 5 instead. So how do we fix this? So we have this here. So our next even dot next. I think it's because our even dot next will be, if we set even dot next into the 3, then we increment even to go here. Then what do we do is wow. Well, it only prints out once because something about our for loop is ending it short. I think this is gonna lead to an error, memory error. Oh. And this is why people use a dummy window. Because, what's it called? Because the dummy window will prevent this. So then if we do, so the thing is I don't actually know how to do the dummy one properly. This node will equal 0. So we create a new list node. Okay. And because we create a new list node, what can we do now? Because we create a new list node dummy, and then our head list and then dummy next will equal the head list node. If we do a pointer to a dummy node, that is a new list node of a 0, and then the dummy list node will equal the head, and this will equal dummy, and then even dot next will equal that, and then we'll not return the head, but we'll return dummy dot next, which would be oops. 2513. Okay. Runtime error. Okay, wait, so then why is this doing this now? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then our output is 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. What is our dummy node doing? Our dummy node right now is pointing to the head, and then because it's pointing to the head, dummy dot even will equal the dummy dot next. What do we need to do? No, I don't think so, because then this won't work either. not the greatest at linked lists. They're quite odd. And then this doesn't work because wait, we're still at the same situation. Even dummy. Huh. I mean, I guess we can just do if. What is this supposed to return anyways? Return an empty list node. If head is equal to a null pointer, then return head. Oh, that works, but I'm quite. What if we just didn't do the dummy stuff again? What if we just did head, and this would be even dot next, and then we can do return the head. Does that work still? Surely it'll work with this. What was the point of the dummy? If you guys know what the dummy does, please leave it in the comments. Cause I'm joking. I kind of know what the dummy does, kinda. But not in here because I guess we're initializing to the second pointer because if it's just, because in this situation it's special because we want to make sure we have this and this. And in other questions, I don't think you need that. The other questions, you're. Anyways.